Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Dreadnoughts, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This Super Bowl is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Looking to throw on second down. Aguilar going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Back to throw. Aguilar. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On second down, here's the option. And he'll be taken down at the 34. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Quick. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Aguilar. And he'll go down. Brought down the 20-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Patton, and he'll be taken down at about the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patton, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Patton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll run on first down. It's Patton, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dreadnoughts are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Taken at about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. On 1st and 10, Aguilar. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. To throw on second down. Aguilar over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
On first down, Aguilar. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looking to throw on second down. Aguilar. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. With a catch made, it's Patton. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And they work this out past the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Throwing on first down, Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Aguilar. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Aguilar. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Back out comes San Antonio. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Operating from the gun, Aguilar. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Panthers have retaken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back out comes San Antonio. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. This one complete to Patton. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd down at 4. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side, complete. That's Patton. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this one is right through, and that will knot us up at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Aguilar. He finds Lynch. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. Second down at 5. Now back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a give, right side. Patton, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards as they have taken the lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! Panthers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
And when you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, I'm just sitting back in my chair. Let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back out comes San Antonio. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. It's Patton, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, nice move. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. He's got quick. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Jackson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On first down, Patton. And he's got some space here. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McCormick. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Trying to improvise. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash. This from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Aguilar flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2nd and 11. He's got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll look to throw again. They'll hit Jackson complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Patton. And they're going to to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I think really good defenders can snip out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Dreadnoughts have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Panthers about ready to take over. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dreadnoughts are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Aguilar. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now. And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. They'll run on first down. It's Patton. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Patton. And a short gain here, down to the 22. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Patton, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Dreadnoughts are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Aguilar. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Aguilar. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Aguilar. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Patton. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.